could not tell by the thumbnail, yes, 100 summer for many years in a row. Even sometimes after Thanksgiving, around Christmas time, because I do live so close to Tennessee. Wow! Because I do live so close to Tennessee, me living in Kentucky, Dollywood was always in Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg, which was normally I guess around like a 2-3 hour drive or something close to when I was a little girl growing up. I've actually not been in a couple of years now, but I remember even as a young girl going, there was always so many different shows about Dolly Parton's life, her growing up, and always having books and reading. So when I heard about this, it was after Braylon was born. Jensen was already one. And it's a really, really neat ideal. It is not like a charity or anything like that. It is simply Dolly funds so many local libraries in the United States to, and I think Canada, I'm going to read the bio on it here in just a second, but she funds these places to send out to children ages 1 or no old a new book in the mail. No, Bubby, don't hit the TV. No, a new book in the month, and that literally is going to be from the time they are born until they reach 5 years old. They will get a new book in the mail every month. So I don't want to make this video very long. I did link everything down in the description box below. If you are interested in signing up your child, it is basically going to be like you take them to the library once a month and they get a free book every time they go. It is age appropriate for them. Example where Braylon is 1, she gets more of these cardboard hard stock type books, and now that Jensen is 2, he has started getting more of the paper type books, but everything is age appropriate. Obviously it's not big paragraph long pages to read, so that way obviously their attention span isn't very long. But Jensen actually already loves and knows this book. He can count to 10 and back and forth, and he is just 2 years old. So has started to pick out letters where he knows all of his alphabet now. But it's so cute. On the back of each thing, I'm obviously going to try to cover up my address here, but on the back of each thing it says Friends of the Corbin Public Library, and Corbin is around 30 minutes away from here. So the public library closest to me that funds this, well, that Dolly Parton funds, is in Corbin. Like I said, from here. And what happens is Dolly Parton basically funds that library to buy books for ages 1 through 5. No, sissy, don't pull that down. To buy books ages 1 through 5, and they all have this little emblem on them. I think Dolly Parton even sends them herself. She doesn't actually send money. She sends the books themselves, and then that library is over the surrounding areas, local children, to send them those books. But yeah, so I just kind of wanted to give you guys an idea of what books I've been getting. And like I said, Jensen is 2, Braylon is 1. Every child in the very beginning is going to get the little engine that could. Now, this isn't the one that they got. The one that they got was a hardback with paper pages. And when they come in the mail, they are actually covered in plastic. I just recently got their 2 newest books in the mail, and I wanted to wait and do it with you guys on camera and kind of show you. Again, this one is Braylon's, and it is more of the hard type pages, and then this one is going to be Jensen's, and it is the kind that has the paper pages on the inside. I do kind of have to keep a look on these books still, because Jensen is at the age where he likes to tear pages out, and Braylon will do the same. So I've been starting to keep Jensen's books up here in our living room bookshelf, and then the harder books like this I allow them to take back there to their room. Each of them do have their own little bookshelves in their rooms, but I have to be really careful about what paper books I allow back there, because they will rip the pages out. But books like this I don't so much have to worry about, and I can let them kind of keep on their shelves back there. But again, it's age appropriate. It is up to 5 years old. So obviously, as Jensen gets a little bit older, as he has already gotten a little bit older, his book style has started to change a little bit. And because it is a little boy, I'm not sure if that makes a difference. But I do know, like, This one I love my daddy because it's Braylon's and it's the harder cardboard like type book. This one, hear a pickle and smell, see, touch, and taste it too. And it also comes in Spanish. I've not opened this one yet, but it does have the Imagination Library emblem on the back, and that's not a sticker. These books come this way. Dolly Parton, I think, just funds like so many authors or I'm not really sure how she goes about it, but I will read you the little bio on the inside of this book that Jensen and I have been reading. And basically what it says is, and this is the way it comes. So like I said, some of these books are already just like made for her organization. And this is the first fold out leaf of the book that we got in the mail. And it has Dolly's picture down here at the bottom. And it actually has her reading The Little Engine That Could. Like I said in the beginning, the first book that they got in the say about 2 to 3 months before their name came up to start getting their books. And the first book that they both got in the mail was The Little Engine That Could. And I think that's the first book that everybody gets in the mail because, like I said here in her bio, that's the book that she is reading. And I think because of the big message of this book, if you have not read this yourself or heard this as a child, you probably have heard, I think I can, back here on the back. It just has such a really big important message to it to kind of let kids really start imagining and dreaming and believing in themselves at a young age. Basically, anything you set your mind to, no matter how big or small, if you think you can do it, then you can. The same way as The Little Engine That Could. So again, this is a book that I bought for them. It is hard pages, so I allow it to stay back there in their room because they can't mess this one up as badly as they can the paper page books. But moral of the story is I kept their first books that they got wrapped in kind of goal. Plan is when they either graduate from middle school or graduate from high school, I'm going to write a little message on the inside of the book for them, going into high school or going into college, that just basically kind of says anything you set your mind to, you know, mom, if you think you can, mom and dad know you can, and just kind of save that for them. For that time, because they do already have that book, like I said, and it is in this hardback style, so they're able to keep this book. No, sissy. No. So they are able to keep this book back there. So when they both got this one in the mail with the it's a hard cover, but the pages are paper. So I just kept it put up. No, sissy. No. 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 Mommy said no. 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 You stop. But anyway, so they are allowed to have this book because it is a hard one and I don't have to worry about them taking the pages out. But I did keep the first book that they got like this because of the paper pages and because I want to give it to them in the future when they may appreciate it a little bit more. Sissy, won't you read this for mommy? Read your book. Read it. But anyways, the most recent book that they both got in the mail was Oliver's Tree, is what Braylon got. And again, the back of it just says that it is from Imagination Library. It has their name and then my name listed second and our address that it comes to. And it just says Friends of the Corbin Public Library, Dolly Parton's Imagination Library, 100 million books, love Dolly. I'm sorry, you guys probably cannot hear. Obviously, my kids are going through it, and Braylon is not having it. Anytime I get on camera, this is normally the way it goes. Sissy, read with Bubby and stop. Stop. What's the matter with you? Mommy can't even talk about your books. So, Oliver's Tree was the last book that Braylon got in the mail. It's this little small cardboard book. Obviously, being 1 year old, there's not very much to read on it. It's very small. Very small to read on the pages because their attention span is not very long. Then the last book that Jensen got was 1 leaf, 2 leaves. Count with me, and that's just been perfect timing for Jensen. Don't do that, Jensen. Don't rip that. Just as I said that this was a book that they couldn't damage, and he sits here and bends it in half. Book, yeah, you just messed it up. That's not nice. That's not nice to do that. Stop. Okay, so I've definitely jinxed myself. So Oliver's Tree was the last book that Sissy got, and each time they get a book in the mail, I keep it on their bookshelf. They really do like just to turn the pages. Sometimes I just have to make it up as I go because they won't even give me time to read it. But Jensen has really been into this book. He counts along with me. Something else that I really love about these books are in the very back sleeve that I've started to get with Jensen now that he's getting a little bit. It gives you a couple of ideas of ways to interact with your kids as you read this book. Saying, for an example, starting up, always read the title and indicate the 1 and 2 with your fingers. Ask your child to show the numbers on his or her fingers as well. How many fingers old is your child? So that's just a little example showing you how you can interact and try to get your child to start holding up fingers for numbers. And ask your children or child questions about the story. The book shows, can you count to 4 with me? Count 4 seasons. Did you see any animals in the book? Some animals live outside and the boy sees them when he goes out to play. Learning on the go, you can go to a park and gather some leaves, count them, look at the different colors and shapes, put a leaf under a sheet of paper and rub over the top of it with a crayon to trace the veins and outlines. If you've never done that before, it is something really neat and cute to do with kids. It's kind of just like, what is the word I'm looking for? Like shading out, like how, you would trace something almost, but if you'll take a leaf and lay paper over it with a colored pencil crayon's a little bit better, but it will literally trace out the whole leaf for you. A little fold out page on the back that goes with your book that gives you ideals for the month of just different activities and things you can do to go along with this book. And just a little example, I'll probably show Jensen on a separate video reading this because he does count. Each time I go through the pages, he knows. He'll even start to take his fingernail and point out some certain letters when he sees them, like he'll say S, things like that. I'm super proud of him. He's really catching on really well. He's really showing to be pretty smart for 2 years old. So let's just give a little example. Bubby, what number is this? 8. What number is this one? Can you read it for Mom? 5, 6, 7, 8. Good job. Just a little example there. He really likes to count along in that book. So it's 9. So it's almost just been like perfect timing that he got this book in the mail. And he's really been starting in on his numbers now that he's got his alphabet down. But so there's that. And then like I said, Braylon got L. Did you see an L? And then Braylon got the little elephant book. Why? Yeah. And just as I said that, I let them keep the cardboard book to get this page book. 5. Yeah, that's good. 5. Good job. 5. Just a second. Now stop that whining. What's this? 10. What's that one? 9. That's not Daddy. That's you. 10. 9. Yeah. What's this? 5. 3, 6, 5. Okay, let Mommy read something to these guys and then I'll let you have it, okay? Let Mommy see it for a second. Just a second. Let Mommy read them something. But anyways, guys, monthly they will get 1 book in the mail. I do have a couple more books to open up here and show you guys. I'm sure there's going to be some activities as it looks like there is some fold-out leaves in these. But Jensen's newest book is If I Were a Kangaroo. And then we've also got I Hear a Pickle and Smell, See, Touch, and Taste It Too. And then it looks like to me that it also comes in Spanish down here at the bottom. So we may be learning, yes. From what it looks like here on the back, like I said, I've not taken off the plastic yet, but it is showing smell, then how to say smell in Spanish, touch, and then toco, I taste, and sombrero. So I think we're going to be learning some Spanish words with this book, which also goes to show that if you are teaching your child Spanish, that you can get books in that. As a matter of fact, when you go to fill out the form, it will actually, thank you, it will actually ask you what kind of books you want. I think that's an option. You can either choose Spanish or English. Jen said no. But anyways, just really quick, everything's down there in the link below. Do not feel as if you can't sign up that it's going to be taking away from another child. It literally is free for every child. Thank you. All you have to do is go to the website that I listed down below, www.imaginationlibrary.com. Do you want mommy to open this one? Here you go. Stop, sissy. Stop, baby. Stop. Here, look. Let's open your new one, a pickle book. I hear a pickle. And then again, on this leaf, it's just talking. This is one of Dolly's books. We've taken the plastic off of it. Jensen, honey, please come this way, okay? I hear a pickle and smell and see and touch and taste it too. This book, I think, smells like pickles. Let's turn the page. What's it say? This one is a little long. I don't know that he and I will make it through it, but it is teaching you some Spanish in this. And then after the story, what are your five senses? So this book is going to be based on your five senses: hearing, smelling, seeing, touching, and then again, like I said, the front leaflet is all about Imagination Library and Dolly's story. The back leaflet, which is this book that Jensen has got this time, is giving you instructions on what to do as you're starting to read the story, during reading the story, and after reading the story. And again, I want to say they've been getting these for just a couple of months now. But everything that we've gotten in the mail so far has all been really, really cute. But so as you can see, there are some longer parts to this book, so I don't know that he and I will be making it through all of it, but we will definitely try. But this is going to be about senses: tasting, smelling, hearing. I taste the hot dog, and then underneath it, Sombrero un Puerto Caliente. So yeah, there's just going to be a whole page on different things that you can taste, a whole page on different things that I think you smell, so on and so forth. And then it is I hear a pickle and smell and see, touch, and taste it too. This whole little spine is pickles. But like I was reading you from the other one, imagine if every preschool child received a book in his or her home every month for the first 5 years of their life. Imagine the excitement those children would have in receiving those gifts in the mail. Imagine if this 60-volume library was absolutely free to the child. In 1996, it mails a new age appropriate book into homes of children every month from birth to age 5. Dolly wanted her program to be a personal gift for all children that came directly to them. Again, coming in where their name is actually who it is directed to first, and then stop. 1 and 2-year-old, terrible twos. Come here, please. But I think as he gets a little bit older, meant to realize that one of these are coming in the mail. The same for Braylon, that they both will start to get a little bit more excited. Another book to him, because he does have a lot of books. No, it's not as big of a deal, but he does, certain books he does really have a liking for, like these counting books and things that he can go by and see the numbers really big. We've not opened this other one yet, and then this is going to be Braylon's newest one to open. I love my daddy because, and it is going to be Cuddle Up and Take a Child into the World of Animals, with this adorable concept book about parents and babies. And I think that's just going to do the resemblance of animal parents and their babies. But yeah, so everything is linked below. If you guys don't know anything about Dolly Parton, obviously 9 to 5, she does also sing. So I also included a link in the description below on a free download for you of a Dolly Parton's children's song. So but basically, in a nutshell, you're going to get a book for the first 5 years of their life. Even if you don't have a child yourself, if that's someone you can sign up. Again, it is just library.com. You'll get a free download of Dolly's I Believe in You by visiting imaginationlibrary.com/music. And again, both below. I think this is really awesome. These are really cute books. Like I said, each one is appropriate for their age. Hardback for Braylon still. Then we have some of these paper Interact With Me books for Jensen that do have the little fold out to his child one day, Lord willing. Dolly may even still be doing this. or have this organization going. But so yeah, that is it. I just wanted to share that way. Maybe you all could pass it along, share this video with someone who has a child, so that way some ideal of some of the things that we have gotten in the mail so far. Like I said, all children normally start out with the little engine that could. I put both of their books up that were like that. But then every month thereafter, they will each get a book in the mail and sold, and then the collection will stop. But it makes it a total of 60 books. So that is a really awesome thing. And at first, I was a little bit worried because they were so close in age that they were going to start and get the same books. Even though I thought, well, yes, they won't fight. That'll be okay. But they actually do get different books now. That Jensen's 2 and she is 1. They are getting different books. This one's more interact with me, and Sissy is still getting just some little read along bedtime story books. So I hope this was useful. Just, I guess the other side note is Dolly understands that reading is the key to a strong education, and that a child's imagination is the center of his and her dreams and creativity. By this program inspires children to dream more, learn more, care more, and be more. To replicate the program in Canada, the United States, Australia, and the United Kingdom. At the heart of this effort are the local sponsors who register the children and cover the cost of the books and the postage. The generosity of these local organizations is the reason why these books are made available free of charge to all the families that participate. The sponsors receiving this can recognize and appreciate this gift to their children every month. So again, taking away from any children, this literally is from Australia, United Kingdom, Canada, and the United States. It is our local public library that sponsors where Dolly can send, because it is kind of based on the closest library to you. But again, they are sent in the mail. Postage is covered. It is completely free. There's no hidden fees. There's no bill. There's no anything. This is free for you, free for your children, nieces, nephews, cousins, whatever. Share this video if you enjoyed it. If you liked hearing about this, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. Again, I apologize for the interruptions. I'm going to get these cranky kids and take care of them. Maybe read them a book, since obviously that's what they have wanted and been busy this whole video. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Give it a big thumbs up if you did. Make sure to share it so that some other children can hear about this and get the website and get signed up. Like I said, if you sign up, it can take up to 2 to 3 months to get your first book in the mail. I want to say it took us about 2 months before we got their first one, possibly 3. So no worries there. Just sign them up and wait, and they will get their books soon. So I appreciate you guys for watching. Again, make sure if you haven't already, join our little family, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye. Say bye. Sissy. Sissy, look. Who's that? Bye. Bye. Boop, 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 boop. My kids are so rotten. Say bye.
Bye.
Bye. We'll see you guys later. Bye. Thanks, guys. See you on the